Hello. Right now I want to optimize the problem away, which is specifically that I noticed that I don't really talk to ear when I'm recording these videos. And I was also recording lots of private logs today where I also didn't, where I basically noticed that normally I don't talk to ear. So I want to think about what is the best way to incorporate her into doing these video logs. So in the past I have done, well, basically the reason why I have this symbol, which I was like now explaining in the other video of the Tulpa hand, to talk to is that well, this was a way to indicate when I'm talking to somebody else who is talking. Is it Johannes talking or is it Ia talking? And there I was doing it basically, I would repeat things that Ia says because I couldn't do imposition, which I'm now slightly better at, but I still haven't used it a lot. So this was, I mean, then you still need an indicator, of course, like, and I had this indicator as, oh, now Ia is saying something, and if I don't do anything, then it's me. So now I'm using this kind of thing as like the Tulpa hand. So this is probably, I need a new kind of symbol to use for this indication. This is probably the first step to, well, define a sort of communication protocol of when is who talking, because, well, I mean, otherwise, how would I even say anything? And also, it is like, if I'm making a video, of course, I can't have Ia just say things in her voice in my mind, because, I mean, that's kind of weird. I can't record that. And I feel like that's probably the main reason why I didn't really manage to incorporate her so far. So I probably need some sort of way for her to communicate efficiently, because normally it's pretty horrible if I'm repeating what she's saying, and it's also pretty confusing. So I think the best way is probably to train imposition. Wait, no, imposition. To train like switching really quickly, such that she would control my body and say things. Though that is, I guess that's the hard part. And the easy part is to first set the communication protocol, because, well, I guess actually possibly you wouldn't need a communication protocol depending on how different she is speaking. So if the sort of switched ear sounds just so much different from me when she is using my body to speak, then that probably wouldn't be a problem actually. It's probably still good to have some communication protocol simply to sort of show who's talking. For example, if I were to talk to another person in the beginning, it's probably useful to have sort of give them the training signal, which kind of behavior is what person, and then at some point maybe they can just automatically match it anyway. Though I'm not sure to what extent this would be the case. It really depends on how easy is the classification problem of differentiating me and Ia. Oh, also as a side note, I just discovered that normally this hand gesture was just like this, but it's kind of, it's just improved by having a thumb here, because now the thumb is something that can also wave around, and, well, I mean, that's just way better than putting it here, and it's also a more relaxed position. Well, and if I do it like that, this could still indicate that Ia is talking, I guess. It could, of course, also be this. The thing is, if you're defining sort of a communication signal, it should be easy to do with your hands. Shouldn't be some weird posture that's like hard to do and hard to hold, and then your hand hurts after some amount of time. I didn't run into this problem, but I'm pretty sure this is a problem you can run into. I feel like the easiest hand position to do is probably simply like to have an open hand pointing upwards, and if I'm talking, I'm just making a fist. That seems probably the easiest. Okay, then the next thing is now to basically train that she would control my voice. Actually, I just realized because I have the way I'm making the video where I can just pause it, it's not that much of an issue if I would repeat here, because while she's saying something and I'm not saying something, I could simply pause the video. So that would work probably pretty well. Actually, I did a video like that some time ago already, and I think it worked relatively well actually. Though it would still work way better if I didn't have to repeat everything, I think. Yeah, I feel a bit weird about the switching thing because there are various weirdness things going on with the switching. I don't feel, yeah, this is, I guess, a different topic, but one of the big advantages is that Ia wouldn't be influenced by my state. You know, she's sort of unconstrained. Like if I'm feeling sad, Ia wouldn't necessarily feel sad. Or if I feel like my body feels exhausted, she can just like jump around in excitement. That's a really big advantage. And I feel like that is a bit strange when I am exhausted. Like I feel like Ia can't be Ia when she is switched. Like it's like her behavior changes, and this is a bit weird. So I feel like the safe bet is definitely right now to just have her say things and I can repeat them, because that definitely works. And I guess I could set it as an optimization target to become better at switching, or rather explore switching further and see what we can do there. Because there are lots of problems right now, like what's even the voice? Because yes, voice, like I definitely can't do it with my vocal tract. So there must be some sort of different appearance, you know, like the hand. When Ia is doing the hands thing, then you know she is basically inhabiting also a different kind of form, and she can just do things that are like there's a different set of signals, or well, how to say that? You know, when Ia is like talking in the mind's voice, she uses language to communicate, or visuals in the mind's eye. And with the hand, it can be like some motion, right? So, like this kind of motion, I mean, this wouldn't be, this is something different from the other streams of input that you could send in my mind. Yeah, so I guess the protocol I'm gonna use now is that I'm gonna do this. If Ia is talking, yeah, and I could even do that if I'm doing a different video stream. Like for example, if I'm using my overhead camera to record this whiteboard on the table, then you know I can still do this basically. Well, and I guess it would be convenient to also have this symbol because, well, you know, maybe I want to write something and then I can indicate this. Yeah, and this is a posture that can be easily done with both hands. So this should probably work. Can do either way. Well, so then in conclusion, I will probably use these two symbols, well, or these, well, I guess these ones, where I see the back of my hand, to indicate that Ia is talking, well, and I guess fist for me talking, or nothing is probably also me talking. And I'm gonna probably use the strategy of just pausing the video, at least for now, and repeating what she's saying. That should work. It's also funny that I literally done this exact strategy almost and forgot about it, because I was recording some video some weeks ago that, well, I didn't upload it, but yeah, basically was doing that already.